Yeah. I honestly have no idea how the average everyday American is paying their rent, paying for food, paying for medical care, making sure their kids are okay. Like, we struggled 2.5 years ago, and it has gotten much worse. And we were in a good position comparatively. We had a house, we had good jobs that had futures for us, and we were able to have some disposable income and put some money away in case of an emergency or medical situation. We were lucky, and it was still not enough for us because
Yeah, the way it's working is because you're not buying assets first before you're just paying your bills directly. So when you pay your bills directly, you have nothing to show for it. Inflation eats everything up, and there's no assets to help you grow past that. And that's the problem, guys. If you do it the traditional way by just buying things directly, you have nothing to show for it. So what you need to do is buy assets first, and I'm going to show you how to do that. But first, we're going to look at what other people are struggling with, all right?
Laura Kane and her husband have a combined income of more than £60,000, yet they are forced to use Klarna credit loans to feed their 5 kids. Laura told Yorkshire Live, "I've seen the struggles of so many families. I've been to food banks with mums and dads with their kids, waiting and wondering what they will be getting. It's awful." She says the last shop she did, she spent £1,050 and pays back £350 per month to Klarna. The 40-year-old mother who lives in Huddersfield has said she sees many other families struggling, but many questioned how she struggles to feed her family when her husband is on a salary.
So some people are using Klarna just to get by, but the day of reckoning is happening where
I've gotten a few of these.
you're not gonna be able to get enough to pay that monthly, and that monthly is just gonna eat up everything. So it's just a matter of time before that monthly payment catches up to what you're actually bringing in, and then you are now screwed. So, yeah, definitely you need to buy assets first. So as things inflate around you, those assets will continue to pay for and keep up with the cost of living. And I'm gonna show you that towards the end. Okay. Let's see what else
Your
is going
income.
on.
Yeah.
How do you feel living on $3,880?
Pretty good. I would say it's still like a paycheck to paycheck to me, honestly.
Why would it be paycheck to paycheck? Why are you paycheck to paycheck? What is paycheck to paycheck to you?
Just because I do have a lot of bills, and I don't just pay for my own bills. I financially support my mother as well too. So
Yeah, but you're getting the. Oh well, no, that's for your grandma.
no, that's my grandma.
What's wrong with your mom?
So she's on disability. So she does. She has rheumatoid arthritis. She had a near-death experience. A near-death experience.
What is your support to her?
I pay for the house.
Well, see, even 38, I mean, I'm sure you guys are making about an average of that too, but really, there's a reason why you're still struggling living paycheck to paycheck. You can't outwork inflation. I mean, this could be 10,000, they'll still be struggling because they have higher standards or whatever it is, or maybe just you're living beyond your means. But still, you still need to be buying assets first. You can't outwork inflation. So
This Chinese company made a Mr. Beast level production testing which car's autopilot.
that's that thing.
We just got back from my son's school because the school.
All right, so I think this is probably what else. Let's go. Let's see what else. Not paying bills. People have stopped paying their bills. Let's take a look at that one.
Hey guys, it's Dana, and it's time to talk about money. And in this video, I wanted to talk about how people have stopped paying their bills. And if you are in that situation, what are some things you can do about it? So let's get to it. All right, now if you are in the situation where you feel or really can't pay your bills, you're having difficulty making ends meet, the first thing I want to say right at the top here is that you are not alone. 100% you are not alone. There are so many people all around the world who are feeling exactly the same way as you, or who just, not are just feeling it, they can't. They don't have enough money. Their income is not keeping up with inflation. They're not getting the raises that they used to get or should get in order to make ends.
Now I want to say that since all of us are in this position, it's not your fault, guys. I know you guys are working hard, and it's just so hard to get by with. I know you guys are doing your best to provide. You care for them, but you just feel beaten down by how much things are costing around you. It's like you're trying to get ahead, and you're beaten down. Get ahead, beaten down. Every time you're just, every hour that you spend away from your kids just hurts, right? And it's hurting you to be away from them. And no matter how hard you try to climb out to provide and be there for them, um, it's just not working out. And there's got to be some way to breathe. So let me just show you guys what we're doing here. Let me get out of this.
Me or
And I've created a Skool community here. It's a link in the description below. We're getting new members just about every day. I'm going to prove this one here. What we talk about is creating your own banking system. And the way you do this is that you want to be able to uh, buy an asset first that beats inflation, and then borrow from that asset so that when that asset continues to grow, that hedges against inflation, you're able to borrow more. Now, the concept of borrowing from yourself or buying from an asset, I know you guys have to think differently because money is, I have to say it, fake. It doesn't matter when uh, you're working hard and they're printing more of it out of thin air, backed by nothing, and making it harder for you to get by. You can't not outwork inflation. You cannot outwork the amount of money they're printing, uh, and that enslaves the entire world. But because they print, it inflates everything around you. So why not buy those things that are going up around you? Like, for example, the traditional real estate. But I know we don't have the 20% down. I know. And plus, I don't even have money to invest. So why would I even think of that? I know. I've been there. We can start with as low as $1. We can find an asset that allows you to invest in and buy that asset first and then borrow from that $1 or part of it while that $1 continues to grow. There's no barrier in this asset. And so we talk about crypto. Wrap Bitcoin is the way to do it, and I show you how to do it in this classroom. It's free for for now. We have 127 members, and what you do is you buy that wrap Bitcoin first. You borrow from that. That Bitcoin goes up. You have more to borrow. It goes up again. You have more to borrow. And although you're borrowing, that asset pays for itself because it pays for the interest that you're being charged. So you're being charged 5% interest, but the asset grows at 40% a year. So it pays for itself. So it no longer enslaves you, and you are the banker. You make the rules. You don't have to make the payments if you don't want to. Okay, you decide when to pay. Now the only thing is that if the more you borrow, if it reaches that amount, then it will just sell the Bitcoin to pay off the loan, and you're fair and square. You have nothing to owe. Okay, so it frees you. The debt no longer enslaves you, but the debt actually enables you to buy more assets, that enables you to buy more groceries, that allows you to get by better. Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. Check it out. That's as far as I can explain, but this little classroom here will talk about every little thing that you need to deal with. You need to avoid scammers. You need to be able to understand the banking system, how the buy, borrow, die strategy works, finding assets. It doesn't have to be wrap Bitcoin, but if you find something that you can buy an asset and borrow from it, that's the key. If you can buy groceries and borrow from those groceries value, wouldn't that be cool, right? And every time you have groceries sitting in the account and someone's willing to give you a loan to borrow against it, that'll be great. But so far, I haven't found groceries where you can borrow, but wrap Bitcoin allows you to do that. Show you how to create your banking system, how to supply the collateral, how to self-liquidate if the price comes down, and how to create a high yield checking account. All right, so it's all here. Link is in the description. Check it out, and we'll talk to you then.